Back in the spring, I got this Blackmagic Design speed editor for editing movies with DaVinci Resolve software. At that time, I designed this 3D printed cover that snaps on to the top of it so that I could pack it in my bag. That kind of snaps right on there. And now I can take this thing and I can chuck it in my backpack or bag, but I never publicized it because the print that I did, it lifted off here and gave some nasty imperfections on that bottom surface that was against the bed. So I ended up just sitting on it for a long time. But I used this to travel to Hawaii for a business trip recently. And when I got back, I decided I really needed to publicize it. I'll put this out there so that people can make these for themselves. But one thing I didn't like about it was that it was so thick, and it's so thick because it needs to protect this knob. So something that I had wanted to do way back when was make another version of this that was only thick enough to protect the keys, and then it has sort of an insert or a piece on top that covers the knob. So, whoop, there's my cat. He wants to check out what's going on. Hey, buddy. You want to see this too? Okay, I'm going to have to pause. Okay, Thomas has had his post-cat nap scratch, so now I can get back to this video. So here is the case when it's installed, and now you see that it's a whole lot thinner than it was. To get it off, you have to kind of pop the corners loose. It's harder to do with just one hand. So you pop this one loose. There we go. And then this will lift off. And then you can set this aside while you're editing, and then when you're done editing again, you want to put it back in your bag. Just put this back up, pop it back on, and then you can chuck that in your bag with no worries that it's going to get damaged. I'm going to upload these files so that anybody can download them and print them for yourselves. This full thickness cover took me about 22 hours to print it, and which is why I wasn't all gung-ho about printing another one just to clean up this surface finish. This one has two pieces. The first piece took about, I think it was either 6 or 7 hours to print, and then the little piece here took about 2 hours to print. And I did initially have the same kind of issues with the TPU peeling off of the bed as I was having with this one, but then I lowered my initial nozzle height so that the initial layer ended up being thinner, and that took care of that problem. So if other people are seeing that issue, that'll give you a hint on where to go to fix it. The knob cover is held in place with some button head screws that are M3, the 3 millimeters in diameter and 6 millimeters long, and those go into some M3 nuts that are embedded in little pockets on the inside. You just kind of use the screw to pull those nuts down in the pockets, and then that thing just installs right on there. There we go. Since the knob cover is a separate part, it's easy to refine the design a little bit and just swap them out. So this one is just a tiny bit taller because the first one I noticed that if I push down in the center of it, it clicks the knob. So this one I made it 1 millimeter taller. I'm going to see if that protects the knob just a little bit better. And it also is a little bit smoother. It's got rounded, smooth contours. So I can swap those out, and I'll show you what it looks like. So there's the new, smoother, sleeker knob cover. Let's see if that, yeah, so that protects the the knob just a little bit better. The other one, when I pressed on this, it would click. This one's got a little gap, so putting it in your bag should keep it from clicking that knob. You can click it if you really push hard, but just incidental contact doesn't make it click anymore. So that's what it looks like sitting on my messy desk. And you can choose whatever colors you want to go with whatever theme you have, or hey, just make it solid black if that's the look you're going for.